All right, this next story is one of my favorite that we've ever featured here on The Current. A team of researchers at Southern Illinois University Carbondale are using a $25,000 grant from NASA to turn plastic and biomass into food. It's called microbites. Researchers hope this could provide a solution for astronauts on long space missions, but also could help the fight against world hunger and plastic pollution right here on Earth. So, joining us now is the team's lead, assistant professor in the School of Biological Sciences and the Fermentation Science Institute at SIU, Dr. Layahiru Jayakody. Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, why don't we start with how this process works? How do you turn waste plastic and biomass into food?
Yeah, it's actually the science fiction story. We try to make it a reality. So what is happening here, you can take the plastic, for example, plastic bottle, PET bottle, and also a biomass waste, for example, let's say the corn stove or the apple comb. You can take those, and we have a invented process in here called the OHD. That's use only oxygen, water, and heat. With the pressure, you can solubilize this material into a liquid. And then what we have a very created yeast, the microbes that can eat that slurry and they convert that into protein. Then we extracted that protein and put into a 3D printer. You can 3D print food the way you like. The structure or the taste can be modulated with adding some of the aroma compounds and also some of the other spices, etc. So it can produce the personalized or the customized food. That's the approach we are using here.
Okay, so I want to keep this video up on your screen right now, but I also want to make sure I have this right. So you take like plastic waste and you break it down through heat and pressure into this like slurry, and then you put the
Mhm.
slurry in a yeast, and the yeast creates, like that's right, that right there, that video right there, that's it creating this protein which you can then extract and 3D print into something edible. That's how that works?
Yes, the way you like, you can use any kind of a structure if you like, to 3D print. Yeah.
Okay, I know you've 3D printed some cookies. I gotta ask, what do they taste like?
Um, it should be test better. One thing I have to mention here, we did a sensory test. So it came out like 6.5 hedonic scale. So that's something very interesting because that's the indicator saying that people are like this product. So we did the blind sensory analysis with the elderly peoples to the students, etc. So we know this is gonna be taste really good and the smell really good.
So, what kind of implications does this technology have for us here on Earth?
So you know that people are especially when you take like Africa, this the child are lacking the good protein sources. So this is a technology that can be help them, and also think about places that you have a very low access to the food, for example, in a submarine or the Arctic or even in the disaster hit area. So our system is very compact, so you can put it in any places like submarine or the spacecraft or even the disaster hit area. So it can produce a protein. If this protein is like the protein cookie you're getting from the Walmart, it's really same in chemical composition. Okay, it's the only thing we have is we are using waste carbon and waste biomass and plastic all are carbon, and really the food cycle is carbon cycling. So we are taking the waste carbon and convert it into the protein. It's really the same protein you can get from other sources.
Wow. I mean, before I let you go, what is next for you guys? What's the biggest challenge that you're working to overcome with this project?
Integrating the system and having an entire system. And the other important thing, if I ask, do you like to eat this cookie?
I would I'd
So
love to
yeah,
try
I
one.
know the answers because people are hesitating. So the education is something very important here. So we think we have to have public awareness on why we need to eat this. In next few decades, we definitely have to have a different sources to deal with the hunger. So this is one of the approach we can use.
Wow. I just think this is so fascinating. It's so crazy to think about, the future of food happening in our backyard. And I can't thank you enough for your time here today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks again, having me.
Hey, if you guys
Appreciate
at
it.
home want to share this story or even dive further into the science behind all of this, you can head over to our website and click on the As Seen on TV tab.